Yesterday we arrived here at the town of Syracuse in the island of Sicily. Syracuse is a beautiful city where you can find Greek ruins, Baroque architecture everywhere. And in the middle of the city there is an island called Ortigia, and this is exactly where we are staying. And we will... And guys, look at how nice the view from our Airbnb is. Well, from this side you see the rooftops of all the buildings. And then from here is actually one of the main streets here in the region. Oh, there is a tuk-tuk. If you have been following my other videos, you know we were just in Catania before. We took like the bus all the way from Catania to here was actually super quick. It was like 1 hour and 10 minutes more or less. We haven't been here in Syracuse for long yet, but we noticed that the vibe from Catania to Syracuse is completely different. Here in Ortigia everything is a little more relaxed. We are surrounded by water. There's plenty of cafes and restaurants in basically, yeah, every single centimeter of this town. There is not one single cloud in the sky. Look at this. The weather today is amazing. It's warm, but it's not extremely hot. It's 28 degrees, which for me is just perfect. It does feel like the temperature is higher than it actually is, but there is also a lot of breeze from the sea, from both sides of the islands coming in. So it feels very refreshing to be here, and I don't know, I'm just really happy to be here, to be honest. By the way, I'm making an entire playlist of all the videos from Sicily, so if you're curious to know what else Sicily has to offer, it's quite noisy over here. But the playlist is over there, you guys can check that out for more tips on Sicily. I'll take you guys along in our adventures here in Syracuse, and I'll make sure to include also a lot of tips of places to go, restaurants and foods you should try, so stay tuned and let's go. Okay, forget what I said about the pleasant weather because it is very hot by now. We didn't even leave our bed and breakfast yet. Our bed and breakfast is located inside of a building here. And yeah, I didn't even leave the place yet and I'm already sweating. Well, we're better than this than lots of rain and bad weather, so... Guys, our bed and breakfast is a short walk distance to the Piazza Duomo, which is the main square here in the town of Syracuse. And here is also where you can find the main church and some of the most beautiful buildings in the town. You can't come to this part of town without visiting the Duomo di Siracusa. I think this church is a good representation of what makes Sicily very unique. This church used to be a Greek temple and then it was taken over by the Byzantines or Byzantines, I don't know actually how you pronounce that. Then it was taken by the Arabs in the 9th century, and then in the 12th century it was taken by the Catholic Church. Wow guys, look at how beautiful the floor here is. These beautiful stones everywhere, look. Wow, and everything is just limestones. Amazing. Look at this. Now I have to wear the mask for obvious reasons, but look at how impressive this is. It's all limestones everywhere. And the good thing is that even though it's super hot outside, the limestones just keep everything really cool here inside of the church. What is really cool here is that you can really see a mix of different architectural styles. There is Baroque, there is influences from Greece on the columns. It's very impressive. And right here in front of the church is the Piazza del Duomo, where you can find so many beautiful buildings. An architecture's paradise over here. Wow, we just found this beautiful fountain here in the middle of the city.
Look at these huge fish.
Goldfish, right? Oh yeah, true. Do you guys see it somewhere? This is the Arethusa spring, and this is actually a natural fountain.
This has to be non-salty water, sweet water.
Sweet water.
Right? If there's a goldfish in there?
I think so. Can you guess the plants?
No, I've never seen this before, ever.
It's papyrus.
Really?
Yes, it's the only place in Europe where they grow papyrus.
Literally this? Is
yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god, I just saw a turkey or something. Look at this.
No, it's not a turkey.
What is that?
I don't know, some goose-like bird.
Interesting. We arrived here 2 hours ago and the seagull is still tanning over there. She hasn't moved so far. They don't have actual sand beaches here in Syracuse, but they have this sort of like rock beaches. I don't know what you would call them, but I mean, they're pleasant enough. I would say that this is a sort of beach club, sort of like bar, lounge. This is of course a private club, so you have to pay an entrance to get in. The public beach that they have right next door to here was way too loud and crowded, so we thought that the best idea was just to come here to the solarium and enjoy a little bit. So look, we are kind of like in a pier over here, and then there is the water. All the way here, right over there on the other side, that's where you can go and you find like the area of swimming. We just came out of there actually. Okay, so we ordered here 2 blue cocktails. One is with rum and the other is with tequila. It's a sort of like blue curacao tequila, and that one is supposed to be with rum and blue curacao and some other things as well. We are here back at the hotel. Tim is getting ready. I'm also getting ready in a minute. Put on some sunscreen because the sun in this region is intense. Like, luckily we haven't burned yet, at least not so far. And I hope we keep it that way. That's why we need to keep on protecting ourselves. We actually found this sunscreen from Nivea, which is just like basically oil, so it doesn't leave your skin like too fatty or any of those nasty stuff that sunscreen does to your skin. So, good to go. We are gonna go to our favorite place here. I mean, it's not like we have been here for a long time and we know all the places. We've been there yesterday just for a short aperitivo and we fell in love because the whole atmosphere of the place, the cocktails, the foods, everything was amazing. And we are gonna go back there and I'll show you guys. Okay guys, we just got here. The place is very unassuming from the outside. You'd never imagine that this place has a nice cocktail bar inside, but then on the inside it's very charming. Well, also of course it doesn't help the fact that there's construction going on here at the moment. About this place is that this is set in a 17th century Baroque palazzo. Look at the design of the menu of this place. It's called Cortile Verga, and apparently they change their menu every season as well. And look guys, usually here in Italy when you order a drink at this time in the evening, it's like 6:44. Basically they always serve you a little, you know, like finger foods, some aperitivos. We have here these amazing olives. We tried it yesterday and they were just absolutely delicious. We have here this sort of like prosciutto like thing. I don't remember the name, it's another name. If you know, please let me know in the comments. With some olive bread, and then here's some hummus. I usually just eat vegetarian food at home. Here on this trip you'll probably see me eating a lot of different types of food. It doesn't matter if it's vegetarian or not, because usually when we travel, like we like to try the local foods, whether it's meats, fish or whatever. Oh, the cocktails are coming. Cheers.
That's what I needed. So good.
So our cocktail just arrived. We ordered a penicillin. Let me check here what it says on the menu. So this is basically whiskey, lemon, ginger, honey and scotch. I love it. The olives here are so meaty and so like rich in terms of flavor. The quality of the drinks and the aperitivo in this place are some of the best I have seen in this trip so far. Okay, after these amazing cocktails, it's time for some food. my god, it smells amazing. So good. The mussels. The food at this place was amazing. If you ever come to Syracuse, you have to try the food here at the Osteria Sveva. Everything tasted very fresh, very artisanal, like homemade. And now I think we are gonna get a dessert, probably a cannoli, because cannoli is the typical sweets, the typical pastry you should have in this region. And we are gonna go a little further to try to find the best cannoli in town. Wow, nice.
Poi, cosa mettiamo? Mandorle, pistacchio, nocciole, cioccolato o ciliegina? Ci sta pistacchio.
Pistacchio.
Pistacchio?
Pistacchio.
Vado?
Yes. Okay.
Questo è il primo. Ne devo fare un altro.
Yeah. So now we're gonna go here to the main square of the city to have to try our small cannolis. Well, small.
Grande.
Grande. We actually asked for the grande. Oh my god. Let's go. Cheers. Oh my god.
Wow.
This.
How dare she?
This is what I'm talking about. This is the real deal. This is how cannoli is made, you know? The cone is very crunchy, but also very light in taste. It has a very good taste, but it doesn't overwhelm the taste of the ricotta inside, you know? So it kind of, yeah, it's very, very balanced, very balanced. It all complements each other.
Do we want to sit on the steps?
We came here to the steps of the church that we visited this morning. Oh my god.
Because this is a holy experience.
This is a holy experience. So of course we have to have it right under the church. By far the best cannoli I've ever had in my life. Which is no surprise, of course, because Sicily is the island where cannoli was invented. So no surprise here. There is so much attention to detail here. The crust, the filling, like everything. It's not overbearing, it's not too sweet, it's not sweet enough. It's just well balanced, and that's what I love about Italian food in general. Look at how creamy this is. It's perfect. Good morning, it's the day after and we are here at the Café Condorelli, which is located right at the main square, right in front of the church that we visited yesterday. So look guys, I ordered one of my favorite drinks here, it's the crema café. I don't usually like black coffee, so yeah, usually I just drink cappuccino or something creamy like this. And this is delicious. I've only had it here in Italy, I haven't had it anywhere else, and I love it. And this is some ricotta pastry, and Tim is having not just a crema café but also this sort of like espresso freddo, and the ice cubes are also made with espresso coffee, so not for me though.
Yeah, I mean that's important because otherwise it just becomes like a cafe americano cold.
Yeah. Let's enjoy. We are now about to enter the main street market of Ortigia, and I heard they have oysters with prosecco for a very cheap price. What do you think? Shall we try it?
It's 10 a.m. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah. Fresh escargot, like extremely fresh. They are still moving.
They're still alive.
Look at how huge these onions are. Like they're massive. I've never seen onions like this. Also, this paprika is big. Oh, look at these olives. Look, they're huge. This is what I like about Italy. In one side you have the street markets, and in the other side you find this ancient ruin. Okay, one day I want to try this experience. So basically you just put your VR glasses and then you can have an experience of how Siracusa used to be back in the day when it was dominated by the Greek.
€7-8 al mese con la casa.
No, 10. 8, 10.
Giusto, papà.
Amazing. Okay, we're getting one of those.
In Italia no, solamente arrivano. Grazie Francesco che hai comprato un pezzetto di formaggio. Grazie Francesco. Ole, 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 ole. Francesco.
So we got the sandwiches at the market, and according to them, this is one of the best sandwich places here in the area. Everything is fresh and homemade, and the guy just prepares the sandwich right there in front of us with all these fresh ingredients. Everything smells so good. Fresh tomatoes, fresh tomato sauce, different types of sauces here, mortadella, mozzarella, everything's so fresh, some salads, and smells really good. Oh my god. Wait, I need a moment. The texture of the bread is so soft, the ingredients are all so fresh. Like, you know when you just bite into something, like all these beautiful tastes come to your mouth. Amazing, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend this place.
Okay, now mine.
Here in this region where we are staying, they have two main beach clubs. One is the Zefiro Solarium and the other is the Neptune Solarium. We went to the Zefiro Solarium right on the first day when we arrived, and we liked the atmosphere there so much that we are gonna go back there now. So here is where all the yachts and the cruise ships stay. And after the part over there is the beach club.